Hi everyone. So I've been wanting to do a video of this for a long time. You may have seen my NuTone L-30 Chord-Tone demonstration video where you could hear the sound it makes. Now this doorbell is very special. This is the NuTone model L-30 and it's called the Chord-Tone. This doorbell came from my old house where I lived when I was very little, so it's very old. It is from 1959. They discontinued this completely in 1960 to make room on the catalog for the new L-31 pace setter. Which I have one of those, but I think it might be in the garage somewhere, so I'm not really going to go and bother getting that out right now. Anyway, we have the desert sand finish. That's what NuTone called this finish. Desert sand enamel. I don't see how that could be because this is just plastic. It's nothing fancy. Anyway, so we've got the desert sand finish. It's actually a really nice color. I do like it. Very mid-century modern. We've got the brown cloth, brown sandpaper with the gold flecked. I don't think it's real gold. I think it's just like anodized or something like that. And we have the brass NuTone logo in the middle. And sadly, this is a bit oxidized, because again it is old, so it does not look the way it probably looked 10 years ago when we lived there. It's probably a little more weathered than when we lived there, definitely more weathered than when it was installed in 1962. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and take the cover off. There's the inside, and you can see on the back of the cover we have this reflective plate. It's kind of weathered, and then there's two of the clasps are missing, so it's kind of loose. Actually, when I push from the outside, it's kind of loose, which is kind of sad. And then we've got the two clasps are missing, so that's too bad. And there's a little clip where it hangs on something like this. And there's two screws on the top where it's hooked in. I really like these little embellishments on this side. I really do like that quite a lot, actually. Very carefully put it down. So I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate how this works. We have two solenoid boxes, here and here. And you see these red things. When you ring the doorbell, they go in and out to create the tones. And we've got two resonator bars, two resonator tubes, and on either side we've got two tone bars. So this is a NuTone chime. It was made in Cincinnati, Ohio. It's part number 5842. And if you see on here, it says, just like transformer information, this chime will operate properly only with a NuTone model 101 OB 16-volt transformer. There used to be another label up here, but that may have come off at some point, or maybe it was a manufacturing flaw. I don't know, but you can see here, the date code on here is L30 DEC.59OB. Not sure what OB means, but this means it's from December of 1959. So this is pretty darn old. It's older than my parents, that's for sure. Anyway, how this works is the tone bars, the solenoid, plunges in and in. When you ring the chime from the front door, it will go in. The solenoid is energized and sends the plungers in to create that tone. And then when you release the button, the solenoid is de-energized and a spring returns the plunger out to create that tone. Now, I shouldn't put it here for a second. Here's how it sounds when you ring the doorbell. Let me do it again. There you go. So you got a couple times to hear what that sounds like. Now for the back door, you hear just this top solenoid. So it goes in and out. So let me just ring it a couple times. So that way you can differentiate between the two doors. There were two doorbell buttons in the house. Actually, there may have been three, now that I think about it. I don't know though. But the only sound I distinctly remember hearing was this. Whoops, that was, the camera was not supposed to fall. The only sound I distinctly remember hearing was this. I I definitely remember hearing that sound. Yeah. And then there was a later model of this that was produced starting in 1962 called the L-31 model pace setter. And it was missing this bar here. So instead of making a... So it was missing this bar here. So instead of making that sound, it made more of this sound. And I have that chime too. I'll make a video about it in the future. So yeah, that's... And then my parents had the house renovated, so it used to have wood paneling all in the upstairs hallway. But the wood started to smell kind of a bit musty after 40-some years. They bought the house in 2008, so the wood paneling started to smell a little musty after 40-some years. And so they were like, it's time to renovate this place. So in 2009, once my mom found out that I was going to be on the way, they were like, okay, we need to get this place fixed up because right now it is in no shape for a baby. So they tore out all the wood paneling and they painted the walls white first. Then once that dried, they chose like this pistachio color. They said it was called avocado. So if you can see where they took the cover off. My mom says they had to take the cover off the wall and then it was just this on the wall. And so all this paint all over this is my parents doing when they were getting the house painted. You can see all the white paint here from how the wall was originally painted. And then here, and here, and here. And probably in some other, and here too. And probably in some other places, no doubt, you will be able to see the color that our walls were after the house has been renovated. And if I smell this is gonna get a little weird, but if I smell this, it smells that musty way that houses start to smell when they have wood paneling on the walls. And I actually really do like that smell. Because like you walk into it makes the house feel like it's in its original condition. You would never see that in a house that was built 10 years ago. So that's what makes mid-century modern houses so nice. So yeah, that's about it for this, and I hope to get a volt amp at some point, a 12-volt battery thing, so I can do an actual test so you can hear what it actually sounds like, not when I'm just plucking the bells with my fingers. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye!